Hi, I'm Rachel Corsini, and I am doing a reading from Sushi and Sea Lions. Time passes in a bar like a time capsule, a black hole. No way to tell if the sun is out or the stars. I'd had like 6 vodkas by then and a zillion fireball shots. I was drunk. Real talk, I didn't know how I was still standing. My friends were tapping out, but I wanted one more dance, especially as the lure of the piano trickled in the background. I caught Vincent's eye and smiled before I reached out and tugged on his wrist. He was a little blurry, but I could still make out his quizzical look. I wondered why he wasn't out with his wife and why Jerry made a point to tell me to stay away. Dance with me. I tilted my head to the side like a puppy, hair swishing over my forehead. My fingers slipped into his small, soft hand with tiny bones, meeting harsh callous worker hand, sturdy and strong, covering mine with security. You don't want to see me dance. Vin gently removed his hand from mine, fingertips sliding gracefully from my grasp. Please? I dragged a fingertip over his palm through his lifeline. I just wanted to touch him. An internal need to be close by, feel what my hands felt like against his body. This urge, mixed with the copious amounts of alcohol, wasn't helping. When I was sober, I wasn't touchy feely at all, but after tossing back shots, I relished human contact. He averted my eyes before he licked his lips. Last call, kids, Vess said. Better drop a shot on the bar. None for me? I asked through the haze of too much booze and Vin's smile. You're done. Vinny took the shot in one gulp. I pouted, fingers swirling in a circle against his wrist. He smirked, looking at me with hazy bedroom eyes. You take another shot and I'll be carrying you out of here. Vin removed my hand from his wrist and stood up. Good call. I bit my lip as I gazed up at him. Are you leaving? I didn't want him to go, not now. Didn't you want to dance? I snatched his hand back into both of mine, spinning my back to him to drag him onto the dance floor in a hurry, like those cheesy hashtag follow me Instagram posts. The sound of the piano steadily rose, filling the bar with a calming, sad whimsy. I love this song. I faced him, sliding my hands down his arms over the mounds of his muscles. I curled my hands into his, opening our arms outward together. He studied me like I was a strange science project, standing rigidly still. It was like he didn't know what to do with his hands, or he did and wasn't letting himself. I moved one of his arms around my waist, nice and snug, before I rested a hand on his shoulder. You seem lost. He snorted before he pressed closer, his other hand resting against my back, fingertips teasing the back of my neck. I'm not. A shiver rippled down my spine and I swallowed. Since he was so uptight, I started us off, moving in time with the lilting piano, half-lidded eyes peeking up at Vinny. Gradually he relaxed, his hand on my waist dropping lower, moving down, resting just above my butt. You know the man is supposed to leave, right? Shh, that's old school. Vincent tugged me a bit tighter, our bodies pressed together like we were melting into one. When he breathed, I felt his abs against my body. Oh, damn. I caught a whiff of orange underneath the musky cinnamon, faint hints of lemon and cedar like the end of summer drifting into fall. Vinny bent his head, pressing a cheek to mine. Daniela, who put sadness in your muddy eyes? He whispered, his breath sending goosebumps down my neck. My eyes jolted to his, air going out of me like I'd been punched. How did he know? I felt the water filling my eyes, tears threatening to burst. As I gazed into his eyes, I realized I was looking in the mirror, pain for pain, hurt for hurt, just as sad and lonely as I was. I wobbled on my heel and he gripped me tighter, holding me up, protecting me from hitting the ground. Easy, he said. I got you. I steadied myself and bit my lip. Why are you sad? Vin didn't answer. Instead, he raised my hand over my head and spun me before he hooked an arm around my waist, bringing me back to him. I pressed my hands against his chest, my heart pitter-pattered. I craned my neck for him, his lips were inches from mine, and I could feel his breath against them. Oh shit, was he gonna kiss me? No way! He was married. This was not how a married man behaved. I had to get out of there. Internal screaming, panic retreat. I shrugged out of his hold like a snail retreating into its shell. He stepped back from me, shoving his hands into his pockets. See you around, Vin. I didn't wait for a response as I grabbed my bag off my brother's chair and flung myself out into the early morning. That's it.